So in my home, whenever there is nothing, not much veggies to cook, there's always potato, which saves the day.
But something that is very unique about this dish is also that we're having it with rice. Is that the typical way of having
Yes,
it?
yes. You won't believe that it's another instance. I did make baba ganoush for my page on Instagram, and someone in the comments wrote bengan ka bharta, a close alternative. And one time I made bengan ka bharta, and someone commented baba ganoush. So yeah, they were those like long lost cousins. Hello, I'm Sanjana.
And I'm Tejaswini, and welcome to the Secret Ingredient Podcast, where Sanjana and I try different dishes from across the country.
With one secret ingredient which ties them all together.
So, Sanjana, I have to say that one of my favorite things about doing this podcast is trying all these different dishes that I've never tried before. So, when I see the plate in front of me, I can vouch for that I've never had anything like this before. So, I'd love for you to tell me what is this dish?
So truly it does look a bit unique at first glance. But then, this is such a popular dish across so many states. It has variety of names. Even we Bengalis have different names for it. So some call it Sheddo, some call it Bhate, some call it Bhorta. In Bihar, popularly known in Bihar as Chokha, Aloo Chokha. I suppose in Assam, some people call it Aloo Pitika, and it is also eaten in Odisha. And I suppose there are various more variations of it which I'm not aware of. So yeah, it's like boiled, mashed potatoes mixed with a few more interesting ingredients, interesting but simple ingredients, and of course the magic of mustard oil and some raw mustard oil too. So,
Oh, is it?
yeah.
I can see some mustard oil drizzled on top of the rice
yes.
as
That
well.
was my touch. I drizzled some raw mustard oil on top to give the real flavor of it. So let's dig into it.
Yeah,
and let's have a taste of it.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Let's have a first bite.
Yes.
So, do you typically eat this with your hands?
Yes, actually, this is the wrong way we are having it today. Please forgive us. Sorry to everyone who's offended.
Oh, wow.
Simple, homey, comfort food, max.
So, run me through what are the ingredients, what's the recipe?
Very simple. You boil the potatoes, you mash them. Then there is mustard oil. I've used Pima Kachigani mustard oil. I've fried, I've caramelized the onions in the same. Fried some dry red chili, sukha mirchi. Then I took them off heat. I added them in the mashed boiled potatoes with some more raw kachigani mustard oil. Mashed it all together, mixed it all together with some salt, some coriander as well. And then as the flavors come together, I like to personally serve it this way, a small ball of it on top of rice. So we love having it with rice. And that's the way to have it. Very simple and good on a day when you don't feel like eating something masaledar, but full of flavor though.
Yeah, no, it's definitely packed with flavor. And after you enlisted all the ingredients, I can taste all of that. I can taste the caramelized onion, which gives it a little bit of a sweetness.
Yes.
But then there's also the dried chili for the spice.
For the
but
heat.
overall, nothing is overpowering. It's all coming together in a balanced way. But something that is very unique about this dish is also that we're having it with rice. Is that the typical way of having it?
Yes. So in Bengal, we love to have it with rice or variation of rice dishes. So there's panta bhat, which is overnight fermented cooked rice soaked in water overnight, and you can have it with that. We call it panta bhat. Then there is fana bhat, which is overcooked Rice, yeah, so these are the main OG combinations with plain rice, with panta bhat or fana bhat. So in Bengal, we have it that way. Or to be honest, you can just have it however you like. There's
Yeah.
no restriction. But with rice, it's the best. The OG combination is with rice, for
Yeah,
sure.
that is definitely new for me because when we think of mashed potato, we either have it standalone or we have it with some vegetables on the side or with like bread or something like that, but never with rice. So this adds a very interesting texture.
Truly, yeah, it does, it does. And now that you have tasted it, and like you said, you haven't tasted this before, but then is there something, the flavors that remind you of something you've already tasted? Like, what is the closest comparison that you would draw?
Yeah, so there are a few things I've had that ring a bell. One, of course, because the mustard flavor is so pronounced, I can think of a lot of like general like fried foods or just stir fried vegetables that have a similar feel to it. The second is a very simple sandwich that we would make at home. This resembles the stuffing of that sandwich,
Aloo sandwich?
yeah, just a simple patty. I think it's a very similar flavor profile. Of course, that's bread and not rice. And so yeah, these two. And actually, one more dish that comes to my mind, especially resembling the simplicity of this, is just the humble jeera aloo. You know, like just some masalas, some onion, and the aloo that is like shallow fried to perfection, I think. So yeah, these are some of the dishes that I've had that come close to this in flavor.
Yeah. I guess the only difference would be that this is boiled. And I feel there is variety in. There's so many dishes which uses boiled veggies. I mean, this one in specific I've made with aloo, which is a personal favorite of both of us, I suppose.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
aloo enthusiast over here, and you as well. But this is also made, I think, another way, a great way is like bengan ka chokha, bengan ka bharta. It's the same words are being used, right? So yeah, but that is also a similar way. But that would have mirchi and garlic in it, and at the end of the day, you mash everything together with mustard oil.
Correct.
So that is also where we can draw a similar comparison.
Yeah, definitely, because when you said bharta, that is the first dish
Bharta.
that comes to my mind is
Yeah,
bengan ka bharta, which is a household staple again. And you're right, even that is just mashed bengan, mashed eggplant, but this is of course presented in a very different style with the how you molded this together, which I guess creates the little distinction.
I think it looks very pretty.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the banana leaf.
We have demolished that in the way of tasting it, but then yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's talking about variety. There's kumdo bharta, which is pumpkin mash. A similar way of having this, like you boil pumpkin or steam the pumpkin, and then you mash it. Similar way, and then there's also get this lehsun ka bharta.
Garlic.
Yeah, garlic bharta. Okay, losun bharta. You fry the garlic in mustard oil, and then you mash it, and then you make like a ball of it, or like a chunk of it. Even that tastes fantastic.
Wow, I'm learning so much today. I didn't even know that lehsun ka bharta is something that exists.
Definitely, I feel if you have the motivation, you can turn anything into a bharta. Yeah.
And also, you said pumpkin. I love pumpkin again, especially because even that has its sweetness, very naturally found in pumpkins. So, I mean, I'd love to try that one day as well.
Yeah, surely it would be a very similar version of this, but then more on the sweeter side.
In fact, I have had something like that before, and I'll tell you my favorite combination with mashed pumpkin is puri.
Oh.
Puri and mashed pumpkin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you must try it if you haven't. Again,
Lovely.
it's like one of my comfort foods.
Awesome. I will. I definitely will.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
So another thing I want to come to is the potato, and why do you feel that it is such a go-to vegetable, especially for like boiled, mashed kind of
Yeah.
dishes? Like, what's the versatility of potato,
Let's be very honest. Just not about it being mashed. We can fry it.
Yeah,
We can make chips out of it. We can add it to sabjis. We can
roasted.
roast it. We can bake it. We can even tandoor it. So I think potatoes, because they themselves is the texture when you cook it is so versatile. You can mold it into anything. And I have never in my life met a potato hater. So I hope there are none out there.
I've actually met
I cannot
one or
believe
two,
this.
yeah, but I do not relate to them at all. I don't understand. And I think one of them was a vegetarian, so I was really puzzled that what do they eat after all. So, what's your favorite potato form? Would you say this is your favorite potato dish?
This definitely is one of my favorite, but because I'm such a potato lover, I feel my other favorites would feel bad if I just stick to this. This definitely comes a very close first, okay. But then I love my potatoes and my parathas. I love aloo paratha.
Of course.
I love potato in vada pav. I love potato in samosas. I mean, the list goes on, and yeah, I'll be saying names all day, and I'll be in potato heaven. I love all kind of potatoes. Yeah.
That's a good place to be, potato
Yes,
heaven.
yes, yes.
Um,
What is yours? Which one? Which is your favorite potato dish?
Like you said, that I honestly love potato in all forms. Another rule I live by is to not say no to potatoes, but maybe I actually really like roasted potatoes as well. You know, especially during breakfast time, I love having a potato element to my meal. So that is definitely something that I love.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, yeah.
So
surely.
tell me, because of course this is my first time
Yeah.
trying this dish, but I'm assuming this has been part of your childhood.
Yeah.
So what are some memories that you associate with the aloo bhorta?
Yeah. So in my home, whenever there is nothing, not much veggies to cook, there's always potato, which saves the day. And on those days, I know that we are making fana bhat, which is overcooked rice, and with that, the same dish with the addition of boiled eggs. Yes. So while we are mixing the onion, the fried chili, the salt, and mustard oil, we also like to add and mash boiled eggs. I know it sounds odd, but it's amazing. So it's like deem aloo bhate, we call it.
It doesn't sound odd actually. I
Yeah.
feel like I've tasted that combination before. Maybe.
Yeah, I suppose because there is this egg and potato salad.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. So this is like a Bengali version of egg and potato salad. Why not?
Yeah, so that's the modern version of the aloo
Truly,
bhorta.
truly,
Yeah,
like a westernized version of it.
correct.
For sure. So yes, so all of this with it gives a good protein boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we have the carb, we have all the other veggies inside it, and along with the egg makes up for good protein. And yeah, so yum. So that's the combination: fana bhat or fan bhat with deem aloo bhate, eggs, potato mash. Yum.
I've learned so much about regional foods also through you. So I mean, like I need to try out all these dishes now.
Truly,
My
truly.
list is expanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest though, I wasn't much aware about so much, I wasn't aware much about regional cuisine. At least not as much as I know. And there's way too much to know. Like, I keep exploring each day. It's just, I learned everything on the job. I learned in this journey of being a content creator, food content creator. I'm constantly on the lookout of new recipes, new regional recipes. Because if we look into our country, there is endless varieties of one thing, and the flavor profile might change. But then there'll always be someone who tells me, "Hey, we cooked the same thing in our state with a different name, with a tweak of a different kind of a oil, a different kind of an air tempering or something like that." So yeah, it's since I started being on this journey of content creation, I have discovered variety of recipes, and I'm glad I took this decision in my life because I would never know or else. Truly, truly.
Yeah, and also this is kind of unique because it's a boiled dish, right?
Yeah.
But it still incorporates that mustard flavor. So, what is the role of mustard oil in a dish like this? I'm very curious.
So if you imagine any other oil, it would maybe coconut oil has a very distinctive flavor, but then I can't really imagine coconut oil when going into this, because it's fairly some dare I say some would call it bland, somewhere some would call it a way too simple, but that's the beauty of the dish. At times, when you have a lot of masaledar food, a day of panta bhat with aloo sheddo goes beautifully well to cut through all of that. But you need that kind of a jhaj, as we call it, pungency, that kind of a punch of flavor. And I think mustard oil plays a very crucial role in completing that task. That it is simple, yet it has that,
Yeah.
what I mean. Like it has that kind of a punch of flavor, which I absolutely love. So that is the role of mustard oil in it, and it has to be kachikani though.
Yeah, I can taste that kick, you know. But is it also a good binder, I'm assuming, in
It is in a sense, because you need some kind of a greasing agent to bind everything together. Um, Potato is starchy.
Yeah.
It can form when you mash it. It comes together pretty nicely. But then oil will always help it to give it a certain shape. Like while I was making the oil, I remember I mashed everything together. I washed my hands, applied some mustard oil in my hand,
Yeah.
and then I formed the balls, and it turned out so pretty.
That's true.
Yeah.
Before we destroyed it, it was like a pristine looking
Yes,
plate.
yes. It was cute. I tried my best, truly.
So in the beginning, we were talking about bengan bharta and
Yeah.
all of these other mashed dishes.
Yes.
I'm thinking that there are so many mashed dishes that we think about even when we explore different cuisines, right? Outside of India, there's mashed potatoes, which I personally love as well. The creaminess, the butter, it's a comfort food, and again, there are different textures to it. Some like a little bit of, some like it creamier and smoother, while some like a little bit of crunch in it.
Yeah, a little chunky.
A
I
little
have
chunky.
something to say about that.
Yeah,
So, a few months ago, I did this kind of a series, like an episode, Food Wars, where I compare two different dishes which have a similar flavor profile or similar way of cooking, similar method of cooking. And I did aloo sheddo versus mashed potatoes. And you boil both of them. You add ingredients so that it's a creamy, very put together mash. In mashed potatoes, we add butter, we add a bit of cream or milk, some cheese, garlic if you are into it, and pepper. And I absolutely love mashed potatoes. I love having it with grilled chicken, mushroom sauce, sauteed veggies. And yeah, so there is clear comparison between both. And I am that person who likes it chunky. Yeah, I don't want like a complete smooth paste because I feel I'm an adult. I don't need something which is extremely pureed. I can have a bite of it. So I love a bit of chunky. It is not supposed to be chunky. I totally get that. But then yeah, I personally do like it. And in the verses, you won't believe. Now that I'm being reflective of it. I said, I told my audience ki you have to pick the winner. But personally, at that moment, I chose mashed potatoes. And I have no clue why. I absolutely love it. But then now, I think
I
something
think
was
it's
missing.
I think it's the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
And you'll have moments where you're just spooning it out of a bowl, and then
Yeah.
there'll be moments where you feel a little more sophisticated and you put it as a
Exactly.
side with
Yeah.
sorted
In that moment.
vegetables, like you said, some protein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I think about more kind of mashed dishes, there's also baba ganoush.
There is. You won't believe that it's another instance. I did make baba ganoush for my page on Instagram, and someone in the comments wrote bengan ka bharta, a close alternative. And one time I made bengan ka bharta, and someone commented baba ganoush. So yeah, they were those like long lost cousins, and I absolutely love that there are similar dishes all around the world.
Yeah.
And I feel there is a story somewhere that maybe the Bengan ka bharta traveled and got a new name, or the Baba Ganoush traveled and got a new name. So food connects us all.
We'll have to check the history books.
Yes,
One, of
yes.
course, distinction is that one is served hot, one is served cold,
right.
and the accompanying dishes as well. Like, I'll tell you
I
something.
think Bengan bharta is in Bihar or so. It is served with litti.
The
This
litti
is-
choka.
Yeah, litti choka. Yeah, there's classic. And baba ganoush is more of a dip.
Correct.
It's
With-
served with a lavash or a flatbread, I suppose.
Correct, with like pita,
Yeah,
along
yeah,
with
yeah.
the hummus and the
Yeah,
falafel
yeah,
or whatever meat. You know, when I think of baba ganoush, I also think of these chutneys that I've had. Again, more in South India, made of, again, there's a South Indian version of these chutneys made of brinjal, with these like with these distinct flavors. But I've also had mashed chutneys made of mashed bitter gourd, bottle gourd. So all these like lauki, karela, and all. Again, they add to the typical thali that you will get with all the different condiments and everything. But this is also reminding me of those
pretty cool,
chutneys.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is the lauki boiled or steamed, or is it raw?
I'm not sure how it's cooked, but it's served cold because
Okay.
it's a chutney. It's eaten
right.
as a chutney.
Oh, wow, I would love to try it. Sounds really very interesting.
Yeah, it's amazing how there are so many different like elements to Indian cuisine, varying state, like each state has something different to offer, and I think there's still so much to discover.
Yeah.
We have such limited kind of knowledge.
Yeah, I suppose someone or the other will enlighten us in the comments. There are always someone who will, comes with I think nowadays it's called the paragraph guy. Yeah, someone will write a paragraph regarding all the correct information, and people take reference from there.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've noticed that thing. I'm telling you, if there is like a mysterious reel of certain incident, and there'll always be, where is the paragraph guy? And there's always someone who has written a big paragraph explaining something.
I know.
Often
I look
happens
for
on my content. Yeah, often.
I look for those because I always end up learning something.
Yes. So imagine this. Imagine the same preparation, but then a different vegetable.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Okay. I think now we've discussed so much bengan, and also I'll try and steer away from that also. Pumpkin, you mentioned, that is
Yeah.
definitely something
Yeah.
that speaks to me. Other than that, do you have any thoughts or ideas
So
on
I
this?
have tried something. I'll talk about that. Do you know suran?
No.
It's a tuber. It's a ground vegetable. Suran and ol. It's same starchy vegetable. Uska bhi banta hai.
Oh, I would imagine even sweet potato would be nice.
Yeah, sweet potato. It is very much is, and yeah, all kind of the ground vegetables, the underground vegetables, the tubers. They're really good for health, and all of them would taste fantastic in a choka, in a bharta kind of a style. Yeah, I think this is really good ode to simple life, simple living. It is eaten in a lot of country places, a lot of gaon ka places, and it really teaches you a lot about life, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. I actually love stripping back to basics and just highlighting these simple ingredients that are able to create so many different flavors and dishes, and you can
Exactly.
contextualize them
Yeah, yeah.
with different styles of cooking.
Yeah.
So I think this dish, this bhorta, is definitely testament to that.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
has stood the testament of time, the travel around the borders, all around the world, I suppose.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Yeah. And I still love having it. It's a fantastic, I'm very happy the day it is made at my home. And I make it myself nowadays, of course. So, yeah, love it or hate it. It is here to stay.
That's true. And thank you so much for making me try this. This
Yeah.
was a first for me.
And it's a very simple recipe. I know you don't cook a lot, but then you have to try this one though.
Okay, maybe I'll take on this challenge as well then.
Please,
Yeah.
yes. And I challenge our viewers and listeners to today. You have to try this one and let me know how you like it. If you already tried it, let us know anyway. And I think that's it for today. And on that note, we'll end the episode.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with another episode.
Yeah, I'll cook up something even more tasty than this.